Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and the Future Foundation, issue number 1, 2019. It had its moments, but fell short for my expectations for an issue number 1. And then the ending was just like, okay, I don't think this was approved. Anyway, I'll talk more about that in a hot moment. First, let's talk about who made this book. We got a story by Jeremy Whitley, pencils Will Robson, inks Will Robson with Danielle Orlandini, colors by Greg Menzi, and letters by VC's Joe Caramagna. The cover is Carlos Pacheco, Rafael Fonteras, and Matt Yaki, with the variant covers done by Nick Bradshaw and Rachel Rosenberg. Another by John Taylor Christopher, and another by Takeshi Miyazawa and Ian Herring. All right, so, there are a couple of fun jokes in here. There's one joke actually talking about Yandu is in this book, and what have you, Yandu goes and makes this crack about, man, why do I bother going to Earth and catching all these Earthlings? They're more trouble than they're worth. And this is the modern day version, not the original or 3000 AD, whatever, the future version of Yandu. So it's the, very similar to the one from the Earth 199999 universe, which is the movie universe, the MCU, as it were. There are a couple of good moments in here. A couple of, I like how Julie Power got her hair cut. It was like one buzz. And all of a sudden it was like, no, that's enough somehow. Some of these things just didn't really make sense. I don't think that they were thought all the way through, or at least in execution they weren't necessarily. I don't know, man. For a bunch of kids that are supposed to be the future society, some of these kids just really don't think very well. And I get it, they're kids, but we're also supposed to be talking about really, really, really smart kids. And I'm just not seeing that. I'm sorry. If you're about to go in and break somebody out of a prison, and I've never broken somebody out of a prison, at least off a intergalactic space prison. Me personally, I'm thinking, and maybe it's just because I'm 44, maybe because I'm an old man, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I would think this out really well. I would go up and be like, hey, listen, so all I got to do is give it a signal, and we're going to escape from prison. We're going to be out like that, all right? The plan is that bang, 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 bang. So what do I have to do to get you to say yes to right now getting out of prison? Is there anything holding you back? And she didn't ask that. She just got really basic with it. And then they got, oh, wait. Actually, no, I've got to get something from storage facility. Come on, man. Come on, dude. This is... none of this makes any sense, all right? More than that, I was under the impression, because I read about it, that anything that happens in space, anything intergalactic or all that stuff, anything in space has to get approval by Donny Cates. So did Donny Cates approve using the Maker in this book? Yeah, bit of a spoiler. Because that's the Earth 1610, the Ultimate Universe, Reed Richards, the Maker. Because Donny Cates, of all people, is using the Maker currently in the Absolute Carnage series, in the regular Venom's story, all that stuff. But like a book that came out the same week, Absolute Carnage issue number 1, the Maker is in that book, and yet he's also here, trapped someplace in space. And it very specific. We already know that's the Earth 1610 version of Reed Richards in the Donny Cates books, because it's said as much. And then over here, we see this. Now, the only way that this could actually make sense is if we found out that and mind you, it actually says in the back, Earth 1610, Reed Richards, the Maker, in this book. The only way it can make sense is we find out that the one on Earth isn't actually the right one, because maybe, just maybe, if we went by, I think it was Al Ewing who was doing the Ultimates book, the Ultimates 2, here in the Earth 616, here, this is Earth 1214. The point is, that they had him flying off into space, and the good guys from Earth 1610 were chasing him, the original Ultimates team, minus Captain America, because he got killed. So they were trying to chase him down, and we don't know if they found him or not. So maybe that's the case in the one on Earth 616 Earth is actually, but I don't know. And this is just booty that we're sitting here looking at this stuff. When we hear that Donny Cates is in charge of everything, where is the failing? Where is the failing here? Does this go up to the editors? Does this go up higher than the editors, to the editor-in-chief? Does it go up to the chief creative? I don't understand. This should have been nipped in the bud. Whatever. Just, you know what? When you say that there's going to be continuity and then you slap us with no continuity, that kind of thing really bugs me. So that put a huge damper on the book for me. It's nice seeing some of these characters. There was a lot of pointing in here, but seeing Alex and Bentley going at it with each other was actually kind of cool. Didn't quite live up to my expectations, but I think there's just more nostalgia than anything else. Look, man, this had the potential to be a really good comic book, and it could still, but with the first issue really not showing that to me, really just not handing me that. You can't just have a bunch of characters that we know and love and adore in a comic book and make us think that it's going to be okay. No, you actually have to do the job. You have to do it well, and right now with this first issue, not feeling it. That bugs me because these are kids, and I felt that Jeremy Whitley, who was recently on the Unstoppable Wasp for 2 volumes, 18 issues, man, that was pretty good, right? And here, I'm just not feeling it with this first issue. We'll see what's up. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.